It feels like we've done this before. Moved pretty much everything that we could out of Jeremiah's cabin and into the little home we established for ourselves at the camp office. Before we go... Oh, never mind. That is a rock. I thought maybe you had left one of our snares behind. Well, the old bear is gone. But we didn't exactly get anything that we could use from him. Now, he's not the only bear. It was just that one silly old bear. But, you know, I would like to find a bear. At some point, on my terms. Not on his. I don't know what we can do with a single bear hide. We don't have any recipes for any of that stuff. I don't think. Right. Deer pants. Deer boots. Wolfskin coat. Thinking would be a neat thing to make, but I don't think we need. Let's get our rifle at the ready again. So I would like to find a bear on my terms. Stalk him, hunt him, skin him, and see if we get the option to make something. I don't know that we will. I expected all that stuff to unlock, if I'm being honest. Well, we missed. Whatever. You go that way. I'm getting out of here. That is Max. We've already searched him. Oh, this is steep. But, wonder where that wolf went. I may have hit him. It may not have been enough to kill him, but he didn't come back, so... That's interesting. I didn't really look for blood, but I didn't notice it. Also... Yet another time that we did not pick up our rifle brass. Hoping to get a good view of everything from up here. Oh, really important question here now that I think about it. Weapons. We've lost the bear spear. We can maybe recraft it? I thought I saw it. There it is. Scrap metal, forge, heavy hammer. So we can absolutely make another spearhead. But we lost our previous one. I mean, maybe the rifle's just better for hunting bear, but part of me really wants a bear spear if we're gonna go after it. We know it works. If we can get one of those guys to charge us, then we can brace right before. I don't know how many hits it would take to kill a bear that's not the old bear, but can't imagine more than 3 or 4. The only forges that I know of are back down to the railroad, which might be the safest route, actually. And the other one is at the old homestead, which may be slightly quicker, but I honestly don't know if it's any safer. I have to go past more wolves and everything else. I don't know, we've gotten good at avoiding them. Gotta be careful. There is definitely a chance of a wolf around here. We've seen him before. I find myself hoping that we'll find a revolver. We found revolver ammo after all, but no luck yet. Did you hear that? Well, that's a woodpecker, but I thought I heard a wolf. Honestly, we probably should have winnowed out some of our items when we were heading this way. There's no way we're taking them all with us. I would bet you money. Dollary notes. Maybe Canadian dollars. The trade rate would be favorable. But I would bet you money that there will be an aurora tonight. So I'm thinking we should try heading for the Aurora Hatch. I know I wanted to go check out cabin number 1. But we're, 10 o'clock. 9:30, 10 o'clock. We can drop this stuff off, we can get prepared, we can get back to the muskeg with some supplies and back up toward that cave. Honestly, at this point in time, I would leave food behind for the flashlight. Give us a nice bit of a electric light to shine on any wolves, because there are no nice little islands of light like this. It's just not a thing we're going to encounter. Run! He can make it. Okay, all the wolf pelts are cured. Well, we're probably going to make that wolf hide coat. Not immediately, just generally speaking. I've got a theory. I think anything that's metal needs to stay inside, and anything that's like MREs or anything else like that that's in a plastic container, I bet it can go outside. Some things spoil less indoors than out, and I haven't exactly figured out what that is yet, but it's definitely the case. Do we have two things that are approximately the same or even exactly the same that we can leave one inside and one outside and compare? Cattail stalks, but that's not really what I wanted to compare it to. We can always just make a note, right? We can just write down, okay, this peaches was at 90 and this one was at 50, and then just compare them. That'll be fine. Summit Soda. Those two are almost identical. We'll leave one inside, and we will take one outside. Sardines can go in here. Alright, so that's it for metal. What do we want to use for plastic? Peanut butter, 28 and 29. That'll work. And then we'll come back at some point in time and we'll compare these two. So we need to drop the peanut butter and the soda outside. That's fine by me. Okay, so that's most of that. Let's go do it right now, so time's not passing. We'll actually drop it right here into the snow. Peanut butter, drop. Summit soda, drop. Love how everything's kind of half in the snow, half out of the snow when you do that. Tea and coffee. Drop the coffee. Drop the worst tea. Big Moose Kicks coffee. Delicious. Alright, what else do we have to drop off here? What are we not using? We don't want to fill this chest up too much, so we'll drop like the wood and stuff like that back downstairs. But we have cloth. The coal can go downstairs. The ragged combat pants. Okay, never mind. We may need the leather and some of this cloth to do our repairs. It's a good thing to do in the cave with our spare time. We don't need the pot. Definitely don't need 2 pots. Cured hide, we don't need. Leather, sure. Pelt, go away. All the flares can go away. The fire striker we'll take with us and we'll leave at the camp. Flares are fine. Saplings. It's got to be for a bow and arrow or something. We just cannot use it. It's just not giving us a recipe for it. And then lots of medicine. So much medicine, actually. Rose hips don't weigh that much. We can take those and spend some time preparing them. Scrap metal we'll get rid of. Sewing kits we'll keep. Ditch the ski jacket for now. The sticks and everything can stay. The bundles, water, a whetstone. We're going to use the rest of that whetstone at some point. And we've got to fix that. Alright, let's look at our tools here. Lots of lantern oil, we're fine on that. Tools. Don't really need the tools to fix anything right now. Revolver ammo. Cans, bullet casings, sewing kits. You know, we're going to take this other sewing kit. And we don't need the whetstone, that's fine. We'll probably use that one up. Alright, what else are we carrying that we don't need? The sticks and all the lumber and everything, that's fine. We have our bedroll? Did I choose to leave it behind? I chose to leave it behind, that's right.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Then we'll just take that. Means that we don't need it, but look, we're going to get rid of a lot of lumber. Drop all the coal. All these sticks. Drop. Drop all. Look how much we're underweight now. Even though I'm carrying an absolutely ludicrous amount of sticks. This is fine. This is actually pretty much fine. But I guess let's get rid of a few more just in case. Drop. 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 And then we'll drop those two. There's so many matches. Okay, so that's fine. Huge stash of fuel. Let's grab some food to take with us. I expect to find a little bit along the way. So let's take condensed milk. A granola bar. That's plenty. And then we've got tons of water. Okay. Okay, so we've got all the things that we need to do. Repairs. We'll have fuel and everything else like that. Our job is to get to the muskeg and get to the cave. Because I expect to see a flare tonight. Or not a flare, but I expect to see auroras tonight. That energy bar is just not in a great place, is it? The wind is really picking up. -16 outside. kind of brisk. I think the big takeaway in dealing with the old bear is that we have more stamina than we think. So I shouldn't feel as bad as I do about using some of it. I think we can climb this tree. No. Okay. Good to know, because we saw a very similar tree out in the muskeg, and I wondered if we could climb it. I have to figure that's a hard no. So it's noon. We're going to get to the cave before dark, which is great. But kind of a lot before dark, I think. Like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Not that I actually think that it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon. There's no clocks here after all, but I'm roughly dividing day and night into equal portions. So, if it shows the sun high in the sky, that's noon. And then I'm calling dusk and dawn right about 6 o'clock, which is in absolutely no way correct. But it's convenient enough, right? Okay, there's probably wolves right over that hill. We'll let them stay there. I just want to get up here to this derailment. It's going to be our home away from home, sort of. Anyway, since we're going to get there a little early, it would be possible for us to keep going and get to the broken railroad. But, I don't think I want to push my luck with the Aurora. If we got there and we took too long to, say, forge something, say it took 4 hours or something, we would not make it back in time. What did I leave in here? Jeans and the thin wool sweater. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Should be able to keep going till we get down here and then follow this up. We didn't do that last time. There also should be a number of wolves dead ahead. We've never been up here and found this deer hide, which would be right about here. We've never been up here and not found wolves. Oh, maybe it was a little further on. That was our shell casing from shooting at this wolf up here. And it was our first wolf kill, actually. Okay, we're really close. This is the part where we're going to cross over. Which is great, because a blizzard's coming. It's down to -13. It feels like 0. This is about as much winter as we can take without starting to get cold. See the radio antenna right up there, so I suspect a blizzard's gonna make it really hard for us to see if there's an aurora or not. So flashlight may be the best way to find out, since we're carrying one. If it's charged up, there's an aurora, and it's worth going. Great. That's a lot of wolves. Yeah, it's just not that late in the day. We've made fantastic time. Then what we will do is we'll practice our route from the cave to the Aurora hatch. Cave should be right up there on that hill. Somewhere. Now it's time for me to mention the sneaking suspicion I have about the hatch. It won't open without the Aurora powering it. That probably also means we can't escape from it if the Aurora's gone. That will be bad news for us. Actually, maybe it's fortunate that we got here early. We'll need a little bit of a nap. We don't actually want to be tired whenever we get there. Okay, so we should be able to come up over here. Strongly suspect that the flashlight may not get us all the way there. Running. running will help. Also, coming in here and preemptively killing some of these wolves might help too, so we're gonna try real hard to kill any wolf in this area that we see. Lots of saplings. We're still moving in this direction. There are almost certainly lights on the ground up there. So that is actually a not unreasonable place to go hang out. And the hatch should be... well, crap. I missed it. It's exactly the kind of being lost that we want to avoid. Okay, right here by this rock formation. Hatch. Is there like a keypad or anything I have to use to get into it? I suspect those lights will flash, and that's that. Okay. So it's right up by all the saplings. No sweat. Our birch saplings. If I had to guess, maple saplings would be for the bows, birch saplings, in their relatively plentiful number, would be for the arrows. Probably combined with all the crow feathers that we've been capturing. Now, I think we can come up over this way to get to the cave. Retreat. There's a little bit of a drop, but yeah, nothing serious. It's just we can't go that way to get there. We can definitely go this way to get back. Okay.
It will lead you back to me.